So today we're going to be checking out the difference between a Jaguar and a Jazzmaster guitar. Stay tuned. Yes, good people, welcome back to the Guitar Manifesto channel. Hope you're all doing well out there. So in today's episode we're going to be going through the differences between a Jaguar and a Jazzmaster guitar. This is a question I get asked a lot in the comment section. So at first glance they do look pretty similar. There is a lot of parts that are pretty much the same on these, but there is a few key differences between the Jaguar and the Jazzmaster. So we'll start off with the Jaguar. This is a Squier Classic Vibe 70s Jaguar. So this has got the big block inlays and the binding, so you know this does change from year to year. You can buy the Squier Classic Vibe 60s Jaguar, which has got the dot markers without the binding, which is pretty similar to the setup on that Jazzmaster. In terms of the actual guitar itself, they've pretty much got the same body, they've got the same vibrato system, they've pretty much got the same size headstock. These have got vintage style tuners. The neck is pretty much the same. Modern C profile, both got Indian laurel fingerboards. The main differences are with the electrics and the scale length. Now the scale length on the Jaguar is 24-inch scale, so it's classed as short scale guitar. So that's 24 inches from the nut to the bridge there. So apart from it being a 24-inch scale, the Jaguar has 22 frets. So the difference in scale length, there's also big differences with the way the electrics are set up. Now both the Jaguar and the Jazzmaster have the rhythm and lead circuit, which is controlled by the switch on the upper horn. Now the rhythm circuit is the same on both guitars, so when you've got this switch up, that activates the rhythm circuit, which just works the neck pickup on its own. It's got a darker capacitor in it, so you get a darker sound. So on the rhythm circuit you've got two thumb wheels. The first one is your volume control, the second one is your tone control. And while it's in the rhythm circuit, none of the bottom controls are activated. So when you push it down into the lead circuit, again it's the same on the other one, you activate the bottom controls. Now this is where they are a bit different. So the Jaguar has a control panel on the lead circuit which has three switches. The first one is an on-off switch for the neck pickup, the second switch is an on-off switch for the bridge pickup, and then this third switch is what you call a strangle switch. It's like a bass cut filter. So when you turn that strangle switch on, basically what you're doing is cutting out some low end so you get more of a bitey sound. And in the lead circuit, that's your master volume and tone control. Pickups on a Jaguar are single coil pickups. They're pretty similar to Strat pickups, but they've got this claw shielding around the edge of the pickups. This was to reduce 60 cycle hum. Personally, I think these sound a little thinner and weaker. So on to the Jazzmaster. These are 25.5 inch scale, so it's the same scale as like a Strat or a Telecaster. Again, that's 25 inches from the nut to the bridge there. Also, these have got 21 frets, so if you're used to playing a Strat or Telecaster guitar, this will feel very familiar. Again, they've both got that rhythm lead switch, so again, once it's up, that's just the rhythm circuit which activates the neck pickup, darker capacitor, that's your volume, tone control. So when you drop it down into the lead circuit, you activate all the bottom controls. So it's a bit more a simple setup on these. You've got a three-way selector switch, so you've got it facing that way is the neck pickup, in the middle is both pickups, and then towards the bridge is the bridge pickup, and again in the lead circuit that's your master, volume and tone control. So the pickups on the Jazzmaster are not P90 pickups, which people sort of seem to think they are. They are a flat single coil pickup. So basically a single coil pickup squished down, flattened out. Now I love the sound of a Jazzmaster pickup. They are chimey and they can handle distortion well, so they're a nice in-between pickup. Single coil pickups on a Jaguar I kind of find similar to a Strat, where they don't really handle big distortion too well. They're great for the clean stuff, but I think the Jazzmaster pickups are a bit more of an all-rounder. So both of these guitars are classed as offset guitars because the cutouts are at a bit of an angle, but I think the biggest difference with these guitars is the scale length. Now the Jaguar being 24-inch scale, you get a lot more of a slinkier feel to the neck, being shorter scale, so you can get away with putting thicker strings on. I quite like using 10s of them, so you can get a lot more of a jangly sound. And on a Jazzmaster, I personally like using 9-gauge strings like I would on a Strat and a Telecaster, so you get some nice slinky bends, but you get a nice direct sound with a Jazzmaster. The vibrato system on the Jazzmaster and the Jaguar is the same, and you get some really nice chimey sounds. They are two of my favourite guitars, without a doubt. So next thing I'm going to do is play a little demo with both guitars. I'm going to play to a backing track just to give you an idea of what both guitars sound like. But they do feel quite different, being the 24-inch scale and the 25.5-inch scale. I'll play to a backing track, give you a mixture of clean and heavy stuff, playing rhythm lead guitar. We'll be using both pickups on both guitars. So on the Jaguar we'll have the strangle switch turned off, both pickups turned on, and on the Jazzmaster we'll have the three-way selector switch in the middle position. So next thing we should do is plug them in, let them rip. So there you go, that's the differences between a Jaguar and a Jazzmaster guitar. These are two of my favourite guitars along with a Mustang, but that's a whole different kettle of fish right there. But yeah, like I say, I always get asked what the differences are between the two guitars. They are very different, they are very similar in certain ways, but in terms of the sound and the way they feel and play, they are definitely very different guitars, I think. So let me know what you think to them in the comment section below, which one of these you prefer. Fans of the channel will know Jazzmasters are my favourite guitar. I like the scale length of them. I like the pickups are a bit more versatile, a bit more of an all-rounder kind of pickup. The Jaguar is still pretty cool. It's got lots of bling. But both guitars were definitely used a lot in the 90s, especially in the grunge scene. They really did come back to life, and they're getting quite sought after again in this day and age. Let me know what you think to them in the comments section below. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, The Guitar Manifesto. And also check the description for my Amazon and Reverb affiliate links. There's also links there to Guitar Manifesto merch and my Patreon account. So yeah, that will do it for today. Thanks for watching. See you all soon. Peace.